This is Fred. Fred's helping me out. I missed another week, but I don't feel super bad about that because I was pretty high, so I kind of lost track of the entirety of last weekend through to like Wednesday. And I'm not proposing that people should just do drugs and that there we go. That people should do drugs and stuff, but I had prescription drugs because oh look at that, oh yeah, I broke my leg. Skateboarding, go figure. It was just kind of a bunch of it was one bad choice. It was one bad choice in a row. My best friend who was teaching me to skateboard came over and was like, "Okay, let's go skateboarding," and I was already prodigiously drunk at that point, which of course when you're drunk everything seems like it's a good idea, and let me tell you, it's not a good idea to go skateboarding when you're drunk. I don't know, maybe people who like skateboard a lot maybe they can do it. I can't. I am learning. Skateboarding while drunk, dangerous. Don't do it. Sorry. I got distracted by actually looking at myself. Yeah, so I broke my ankle my ankle? I broke my fibia? Whatever. Okay, there's two bones. There's two bones in your leg. One of them is the strong bone that was like right here. And it supports all your weight and, keeps you upright. And then there's another one, and it's like right here. And it basically keeps everything together and where it's supposed to be and holds your ankle in place and does all that. And it's not right now because I have a spiral fracture. So basically what happened was, I was on my board, pretend this is my board. I was on my board, and my board has like an extra long like fin off the back. So I put my foot too far over the back trucks basically, and my board flipped up. All my weight got shifted to the leg that was too far over. And Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm actually not on drugs now. So all my weight went onto that back leg, and my leg broke, and I fell off my board. So then I practiced in a tennis court near my house. So then I'm just like lying in the tennis court with my best friend, and I'm like, "You need to call my boyfriend." And then my boyfriend gets there, and then he's like, "You need to call the ambulance." And then there was a lot of screaming and crying and people coming to check on me because, like, literally people from the other side of the park heard my screaming and crying and came to see what was going on. So I'm sorry. I was in a lot of pain. And the ambulance came and they took me to the hospital, and I waited there Friday night. And then Saturday evening, I had surgery because like I said, I have a spiral fracture. So basically it was slightly off, and they like to fix it, but because it's a spiral fracture, they can't really do that without making it worse unless they just straight up cut my leg open and put like a metal plate to hold it in place. So they did that, and now I have more of a cyborg than I was before. And there's a metal plate in my leg, and I have 17 stitches, and my foot is like ludicrously swollen. I know that because we had to take the first splint off because my swelling had gone down a lot, and it was starting to pull the gauze stuff off of the incision, and it was really painful, and I was worried that something was wrong. So we went back to the hospital, and they just swapped it out for a new splint that is now appropriately sized for my less swollen leg. My foot though is still like twice as thick as it should be. It's really freaky. I have a nice purple strip of a bruise right across the top of my foot. Yeah. On Thursday, I'm going to get my staples out. So if I don't have to keep it in a splint, maybe I'll show you. Maybe I won't. Maybe we just got gross up in here. I don't know. I have crutches, and I have a walker, and I have a wheelchair that got broken because someone tried to push me onto the SkyTrain and got my wheel caught between the door and or the train and the platform. So that sucks. I have to go return it for repairs, which is what I'm doing today. I have someone come and pick me up so I can go do that. At this point, I'm just rambling about my broken leg. Aside from that, I haven't really done anything because there's not really a lot I can do. I've been lying on the couch and watching TV and watching a lot of Steven Universe and Doctor Who and just stuff I've seen before, but I don't feel like taking the time. There's no new Star vs. the Forces of Evil, so it's not worth watching anything new. And I canceled my Netflix like a month ago, so I don't want Netflix back. It's too much. And I think that's basically it. I think that's what the last 2 weeks have been, is just there was nothing between the last thing and Friday, and then I broke my leg, and I spent the last week dealing with that, I guess. Yeah. Also, I should practice more because I find, so a couple of times I've missed a week, and it's a lot harder not to look at me over here and just to look at you right there. But I'm trying. Oh yeah, this is my ghetto laptop. Oh, there we go. Laptop, keyboard, mouse setup so I can reach my computer all over there. There's Reginald next to Lion. Oh. Yeah. Oh, and I guess while we're here, hold on. That's like a brief shot of my rubber ducky / Steven Universe Mighties collection, because I'm a dork and I work in a nerd store, so it's easy to obtain these things. All right. Well, Fred and I say goodbye. That's the last couple of weeks. Bye.